Hey, Justin.
James, what's happening, man? All right. What's going on?
I am in an undisclosed location filming. I've been told I can't tell anybody where I am and what I'm doing, but it's awesome. I'm with friends of people I've worked with before. They put me up in like this insanely nice hotel in a suite. And
Oh,
so
that's
like
so
I'm
nice.
actually a little uncomfortable because this is way nicer than my house. I'm like, I'm gonna spill coffee and it's gonna cost me $1,000. And just
As long as you don't have to bleach your hair, right?
seriously. That's the only part of Buffy that sucked, man. That
Yeah,
hurt.
I know. I heard all the stories, man. I watched your podcast with Rosenbaum. It was great.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Oh, he's awesome.
So, I'd get killed if I didn't do this, but my best friend Matt says hi, by the way.
Okay. Hello, Matt. Thank you for your greetings and felicitations there.
There you go. He actually had a question about Buffy. So I know Joss worked on the comics post season 7 and whatnot. Was there any ever like talks of adapting that to maybe like animation or anything like that? Or did you ever read him yourself?
I've read some of them. And I remember I read a comic book where Spike had a spaceship and the crew were bugs.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? And I was like, that's no. And so I wrote one.
Oh, did
And
you?
yeah, I've written two actually. One while Buffy was still on the air, and one I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. And
Okay.
I wanted to write one under the same budgetary constraints as the show because I
Yeah.
thought that it was getting a little bit like Dawn is a Giant, and I was just like, guys, this is going way out here.
Yeah, so
And
the
so I wrote
characters in
one.
the comics weren't like huge titans or anything like that. They were just people who looked like they were in practical makeup or something.
Yeah, and so it's called Into the Light, and
Okay.
I wanted a story where Spike's got a soul, but he doesn't know what to do with it yet, and he can't get a meal because he can't kill anybody for it, and he can't get a new pair of shoes because he can't rob anybody for it. So he's homeless and he's starving to death, and he can't figure out how to be a moral creature in this
That's an
world.
interesting spin on it. Yeah.
So I have him try to be a hero, but he gets his ass kicked by the demon. He tries to be a lover, but she finds out he's a vampire, just drops him dead, drops him cold. But he figures out how to get a new pair of shoes without hurting anybody, without killing anybody, without stealing.
And that's key, right?
Right? It's just the first step toward figuring out how to be a moral person, how to be a good person with a soul.
Yeah. So there you
Yeah.
go. Okay, very cool. So I'm also a huge Smallville fan myself. So I had a
Hell
question
yeah.
for you. When your character first came about, did the creators pitch Milton Fine Brainiac as like a one-off season guy, or did you know it was going to span multiple seasons right away? I know it's dating
I
like
don't
15 years,
know,
but
No, I'm trying to think. I don't think I thought it was going to last more than a season. I'll be honest.
no,
Yeah, and I remember sitting down with Al Goff, who is the showrunner on that,
yeah,
and I was like, we were having dinner in Santa Monica, and I was like, Al, I got to be honest with you, I'm a Batman guy. He's like, what? And I'm like, well, yeah. And he goes, why? I said, well, because when Batman goes out to go to work, you don't know if he's going to make it home because if you shoot him, he's dead. So it's exciting.
yeah.
And how are you going to do that with Superman? He's like, oh, my Superman is vulnerable. He's a teenager. He's vulnerable to everything. And I
It's
was
a
like,
new, fresh,
I'm
like
in.
grounded take on the character. Yeah,
Yeah, totally. Genius. I think it's the best adaptation of Superman for television that's ever been.
it's so crazy how it swept the nation, and on Hulu it introduced to a whole new audience. But hey,
Yeah.
thank you so much for talking to me, James. I appreciate your time.
Hell yeah, dude. I wish we had more time.
I know. Yeah, so I'll just be here tomorrow with the snowstorm. Nowhere to go.
You got it, buddy. See you, man.
See ya.